like Bill Shoemaker and Victor Espinoza that have become synonymous with winning the Kentucky Derby.
They are very well known and legendary, that is for sure. But before those legendary riders, a group of Kentucky jockeys long forgotten by history.
Tyler Melito is here at Churchill Downs to shine a light on those men and the important role that they play in Derby history.
That is certainly right, Krista and Paul. The 1800s were dominated by black jockeys. 15 of the first 30 Derby winning jockeys were black, but the era of Jim Crow and segregation pushed those black jockeys and trainers to the side, unfortunately.
Black jockeys dominated horse racing ever since the era of European settler colonialism.
The rain has stopped and they're off on a fast track.
From the minute the first Kentucky Derby left the starting gate, black jockeys ran away from the field.
First is the story of Isaac Murphy, who had about a 44% career winning percentage. He was the first jockey to win the Kentucky Derby 3 times, the first jockey to win the Kentucky Derby in back-to-back years. Jimmy Winkfield, the most recent black jockey to win the Kentucky Derby, he won it in 1901 and 1902. His story is fascinating because he was a dominant jockey here. He left the States largely because of the era of segregation, and he went to Russia, was a successful jockey in Russia just as he was in the United States.
Among the many greats of his day was Oliver Lewis. The then 19-year-old from Woodford County rode aboard Aristides all the way to the winner's circle in the very first Run for the Roses. At the time, the duo was said to be the pace setter for H.P. McGrath's better horse in the race, Chesapeake. And as we know, once you hit that home stretch, anything can happen.
And it's said that when he got towards that final stretch run, he actually looked at McGrath. He saw McGrath there, and McGrath was basically at that point urging him on because Chesapeake was a little bit of a ways back. So he said, just go for it, and Lewis did. And Aristides and Oliver Lewis won that very first Kentucky Derby.
Lewis never rode in another Derby after the historic win, but his legacy was cemented.
Some of the work he did, eventually as you go down the line, ends up being some of those elaborate racing charts that we see now. So even though he may not have had a long career as a jockey, he did do a lot of stuff within the industry that still have an impact.
Now his legacy and the legacies of all black jockeys live on at the Kentucky Derby Museum in Louisville.
Black Heritage in Racing is an exhibit that allows us to really show people how the history of this sport and this industry fits within the larger history of the United States. Black Heritage in Racing does that for us. We look at the dominance of African American jockeys prior to the era of segregation.
Black Heritage in Racing is definitely worth the visit out to Louisville if you want to come out, but also worth a visit in Lexington. It's the gravesites for Oliver Lewis, Isaac Murphy, and several other prominent black jockeys. That's at African Cemetery #2 in downtown Lexington. Krista, Paul, back over to you.